Thank you for joining Wars of the Rosies as we begin with the Mystic Tie, or Facts and Opinions illustrative of the character and tendency of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey, M.D., author of Lexicon of Freemasonry, Textbook of Masonic Jurisprudence, Book of the Chapter, etc. 10th edition, greatly enlarged. Preface. In the course of my Masonic experience, I have often seen brethren, profoundly attached to the order, placed in situations of a nature most unpleasant to their own feelings, by their inability to refer to authentic sources for the proof of their assertions or for the denial of any opponent's charges, when engaged in controversy with the enemies of Freemasonry. This is not because the evidences of the virtuous character or the benevolent tendencies of the institution do not abound, but because they are so widely dispersed in Masonic writings, many of which are rare and costly, as to be beyond the inspection of the ordinary Mason. In conversing on this subject with some of my Masonic friends, I have been repeatedly urged to engage in the compilation of a work which shall contain a collection of testimonies drawn from the experience of Masons or others who have tested and proved the powers of the institution to relieve the distressed, to feed the hunger, or to clothe the naked. A selection from the tributes given by the most learned and virtuous men to its society and benevolent character, and a summary view of our defenses against the charges most usually preferred by our antagonist. The spirit of anti-Masonry, once embodied in a party which sought, under the pretended garb of conscientious opposition to our institution, to elevate itself to a political power, a party, the most contemptible, as it was the most unsuccessful that ever attempted an organization in our country, is now, I trust, forever dead. But there are many good and well-meaning men and women who, having been tainted or deceived by various pernicious publications, still entertain the most ungenerous and prejudiced opinions of the Masonic order. In friendly controversy with such persons, laboring as they do under mistaken views, my brethren may find some assistance from the pages which I have contributed, as my mite, towards the advancement of that institution, to which my attachment has increased with my knowledge of its principles. A portion of this work is compilation, yet, for that compilation, labor has been required in research and discrimination in selection. How profitably that labor has been exerted, or how wisely that discrimination has been exercised, is not for me to determine. To contemporary writers, I must be contented with here making a general acknowledgment, but I cannot omit to particularize my indebtedness to the profound works of Dr. Oliver and to the invaluable magazine of my friend and brother, C.W. Morris of Boston. I place this book in the hands of the fraternity with all the confident hope of indulgence to which former kindness has given birth. Albert G. Mackey, Charleston, December 28, 1848. Advertisement to the second edition. My publishers having suggested to me the expediency of preparing a second edition of the Mystic Tie, I have, perhaps with too much temerity, complied with their request. In doing so, I have sought to improve the work by an entire alteration of its arrangement and by the addition of several new articles, as well as many explanatory notes. For the first of the 3 books into which it is divided alone can I claim the merit of originality. The second and third are simply compilations, but compilation is itself often laborious and always requires the exercise of some judgment. But while I shall ever seek to deserve the favorable opinion of my readers, I confess that I am here more anxious for the good that this defense of Masonry may accomplish, in removing prejudice against the institution, than for any reputation that may accrue from the composition of the work. It is with these views only that I am induced once more to present it to the public. Albert G. Mackey, M.D., Charleston, South Carolina, February 1st, 1856. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you can, please consider donating to Wars of the Rosies. Links to PayPal and Patreon are in the description. Thank you so very much.